Hey, what's going on? This is Ray Rout, and you are listening to a clip from episode 12 of Ray's Sports Rant, which was recorded and posted on August the 30th, 2022. This clip is talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs and whether Kyle Dubas and Brandon Shanahan are on the hot seat for the Maple Leafs. I also talked about sports fans spending too much time in the past. I did a review on Malice in the Palace on Netflix. We talked about Richie Laryea and the impact he's had on TFC, why the bottom of the order has to come through for the Toronto Blue Jays. We talked about why do people hate great athletes and which quarterback will miss their favorite target more, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, or Aaron Rodgers. I've left the link in the description. You can download the entire episode of the Ray's Sports Rant podcast for the Dean Blundell Network at deanblundell.com. You know, the NFL had the chance to do the right thing. I believe that the NFL was going to be on the right side of history for the first time ever. Unfortunately, the NFL did what the NFL does. The impact that they've had on Toronto FC, it's undeniable. I understand that you have to defend your quarterback. I understand that you just can't come out and say, well, we don't want this Sean anyways. I understand. I get it. I have to do this because I have to appreciate it. Don't look now, but Austin Matthews has 2 years remaining on his contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And without a doubt, he will become the highest player in the NHL when he signs a new deal. So it feels like it's championship or bust for Kyle Dubas and Brandon Shanahan. So is it? So let me start by saying this. I know that Toronto Maple Leafs fans cannot stomach another season with a first round knockout. I know they can't. I also want to make it clear that I'm not a Maple Leafs fan. I'm not even really a fan of the sport of hockey. And even I, in my limited knowledge of the ice game, understand that the Leafs have a roster that should be good enough to be considered Stanley Cup favorites. And I think according to an article I read today, they are considered Stanley Cup favorites. And I think that at some point, MLSE needs to look at Dubas and look at Shanahan and realize they're not putting the right nucleus together. Because you're right, you got Mitch Marner, you got John Tavares, you got Austin Matthews. Look at the brains there. My hockey friends are really impressed with my speech right now. But when you assemble a team like you did when it comes to the Toronto Maple Leafs, you have to win. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't just think that that Dubas and Shanahan are on a hot seat. I believe that seat is on fire. And I read somewhere today that, if they get to the second round of the playoffs, it'll probably be enough to save their job for another year. But with the investment that MLSE has made into the Toronto Maple Leafs, when you have who's arguably the best player in the world, or at least one of them, he was the MVP, right? This year, the Hart Trophy winner of the NHL in Austin Matthews. When you're wasting that kind of talent and that kind of opportunity, I think that they have to be on the hot seat. They have to be in a position where, hey guys, if we don't get there this year, you're out. If I was MLSE, and this is just my opinion, but if I was MLSE, it would be get to the Stanley Cup Finals. You don't have to win it, but you got to get to the Stanley Cup Finals or out. I think every Canadian team since 1967 has gone to the finals, won the cup a few times, except for the Leafs. Since 1993, when the Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup, that was the last Canadian team to win a Stanley Cup. Every Canadian team has gone to the finals, except for the Leafs. Montreal's gone once since 93. Of course, they're the last ones to win it in 93. I think Vancouver's went twice. I know that Calgary went there. Ottawa got there. Edmonton, none of them won it, but they all got there. Leaf fans are just like gluttons for punishment too. But they're loyal. To keep supporting a team that disappoints you as much as the Toronto Maple Leafs do, I mean, good on you. Like, if there's any fan base in the world, and I'm not a Leaf fan, I actually enjoy the misery of Leaf fans. I enjoy when the Leafs get knocked out of the playoffs just so I can watch Toronto flip on its head that their precious Maple Leafs didn't make the playoffs. But if there was a fan base that deserved it more, it has to be Toronto. So yeah, I think it's at least Stanley Cup Finals or bust this year for Dubas and Shanahan. It has to be. With my little knowledge, I know it has to be.